Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. White 80.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Take 2 of them.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Beat these 2.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Dalton. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
93, 52, 93.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Dalton. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Buying time to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
And Eifert has it. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The first quarter of the NFL season in the books after tonight, but Week 5 right around the corner. And it all starts Thursday night with a good one from Seattle. The Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC West kick off 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 out on the West Coast from CenturyLink Field. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Crunch.
Now Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Double.
They'll try the left side with Connor. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Take 2 of them. Switch. Easy.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas. Run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker protected by a defensive line. Let him run, chase, and hit, and he'll get plenty more plays just like that.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Focus. Jack 16.
57.
Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Hayward, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Now is hit, and Dalton lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
At the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's been a long day for you. Alert, alert.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Black 80. Get that quarterback and on.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Javon Hargrave never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Passing, it's Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Switzer. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready. Get ready.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A 5-yard gain.
Keep playing
Brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Let's get it.
20. Lead.
Let him know.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Lucky. Check 24.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Regular.
26 months. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, Dalton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
Set. Blue 30.
Watching you find.
Quarter.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D.
They begin on the ground here with Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Hold the look. Hold.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Where's up? Wait.
Check.
Side.
What tight end?
3 down. 5.
26 months. Hey.
Dalton here from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Mixon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start with a give to Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Take 2 of them.
Hey, turn it up. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Quarter.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey. Out. Double bump.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 35-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Black 5! Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Strong right, strong right.
Black, black.
On second down now, Edmonds. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity. Play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Nixon will try the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving. Keep them.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They look to throw on third with Dalton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Whip.
Solid, 5 down.
Watch the whip.
They start the drive with Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. On the screen, this is Edmonds. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
9-3
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The Bengals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. This is counter. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's it, baby.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Again, it'll be counter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Connor. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
2-by-2. Move.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Mixon. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Bengals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Hit a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make it joke everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board
numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one pointed guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move